I swear I've played this game before. Clean Sweep on the Vectrex, maybe Lock and Chase, Shark Attack on the Atari 2600. What an amazing Shark Attack ripoff, Pac-Man. There's just no Loch Ness Monster in this game. Here, on the Namco Museum Essentials. There's no KC Munchkin in this collection, but it has Pac-Man, which explodes off the screen in high definition here on the PlayStation 3. If Shark Attack had an ass, Pac-Man would kick it. In fact, he kicks just about everyone's ass except Ms. Pac-Man, because he's a gentleman and does not kick ladies. And Ms. Pac-Man's a better game, but that's a different story. Pac-Man's the original 1980 classic, and is really one of the best arcade games ever made. In fact, it's one of the best video games ever made. It's friggin' Pac-Man. He's like the Star Wars of video games. They had Pac-Man breakfast cereal back in the day. Pac-Man cartoons. I had a Pac-Man blanket, like yesterday. That's how hardcore Pac-Man is. And Namco Museum Essentials, a downloadable collection of 6 games for the PlayStation 3, brings you Pac-Man, as we see here, in high definition, straightforward, good old school Pac-Man. The only thing missing is a real arcade joystick. Unless you happen to have a real arcade joystick hooked up to your PS3, in which case I envy you. Because that's the best way to play Pac-Man. It's not quite the same with the gamepad. I have the same complaints with Ms. Pac-Man on any game system. But the overall presentation here is terrific. It looks great in high definition and sounds nice as well. As I'm recording this, it costs about $10 for 6 games, which is less than $2 a game. You get Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Xevious Resurrection, which is awesome. Watch my review of that one. Dragon Spirit, and the incredible Galaga. Namco Museum Essentials is an essential museum of Namco games that you should own. It's a very, very good title. Namco Museum Essentials. They should have called it, You Should Buy This. It has Pac-Man. Now, I'm a little more familiar with Ms. Pac-Man. That sounds weird when I say it like that, but you know what I'm talking about. I have her on speed dial. They don't use that term anymore, do they? She's in my Rolodex. I could make a carbon copy of her number and then fax it to you. Send a telegraph back when you get it. The strategy used in Pac-Man is slightly different than Ms. Pac-Man. For one thing, there's obviously a far greater variety of mazes in Ms. Pac-Man. That's an understatement, but for Pac-Man, you've really got to master this layout. And there's some tricky parts, the bottom in particular. You can easily get stuck down there. Also, the fruit doesn't move around the screen. It's like Dig Dug. It just appears in the middle for a short while, and you grab it if you can. Although it's usually not very important until it starts to actually become worth some real points. You're better off concentrating on surviving and eating ghosts. As many as possible. Yeah, this sure beats Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. That's a very different game. Currently, you can download a free trial version of Namco Museum from the PlayStation Network. That allows you to play this game for a little while and check it out, but most importantly, you can unlock a Pac-Man arcade machine for your PlayStation home, apartment, or wherever you happen to set up residence in PlayStation home. Yeah, how's this for a kick-ass bar? I'm still missing a Robotron 2084 machine in here. Can't find one. What's odd is that even though you can earn PlayStation trophies and a t-shirt for PlayStation Home in the full version, the paid version of Namco Museum Essentials, you need the trial version to get the arcade machine. That makes very little sense. Here's a look at it. You can also unlock the Dig Dug, Xevious, and Galaga machines from the trial version. My game ended like crap. The ghosts got the best of me. Too bad this wasn't Shark Attack. This is Pac-Man. Available for a very reasonable price in Namco Museum Essentials. Downloadable from the PlayStation Network. Now remember, in the free trial version, you can unlock arcade cabinets for Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Xevious, and Galaga. In the full paid version of Namco Museum Essentials, you can also unlock arcade machines for Xevious Resurrection and Dragon Spirit. But where can I unlock a Robotron 2084 machine? Namco, even though it's not your game. Now, if you'd like to hang out in your own pub with your own fake Dig Dug and Pac-Man machines, it's the way to go. I'd rather have real ones, and a real pub, but then I'd never leave. If you play well enough, it validates your parking ticket. For free. What value?